PJ Tucker just played an NBA game. You should probably like the video and subscribe if you're here. That'd be cool. Have a good one. Yo, what are you saying? Welcome back to ISOJ. I guess there's only good news today, unless you're a Celtics fan, because then there's not good news. The New York Knicks beat the Boston Celtics. Yeah, no, they kind of dog-walked them. They won the game by 38. So, it's a bit to be expected. This is a team that obviously had a great Game 5, showed the world we can win without Jason Tatum, but with that game, it's one of those, okay, we lost the best player, and let's win this game in respect of him, right? You know, obviously what happened to Jason Tatum was awful. Hope that he has a swift, healthy recovery, but there's no chance they're winning this series. Game 5 was like, what they say with people who are terminally ill, like people who are on the verge of dying, is that they will have a day where they're suddenly active. It feels like their illness is gone, but that means that they are going to die soon. And that's pretty much what Game 5 was, oh, they've shown signs of life. Oh my God, they're going to make a miraculous recovery. The death comes after. And this was a rough game for everyone on the Boston Celtics, not named Jaylen Brown. And even in Jaylen Brown's case, he fouled out. So it's kind of a rough game for everyone involved, to be honest. The WWE really just predicted this Eastern Conference Finals matchup because no one else did. If I rewound back in time, back to opening night, New York versus Boston, just after the game, and I asked you, who do you think's making the conference finals? 9 out of 10 people are going to say Boston. The one guy doesn't know what basketball is. That's how surprising in a vacuum this is. Okay, yes, Jason Tatum's injury does put a damper on this series and say, oh man, if he was healthy, maybe this goes to 7. Maybe the Celtics win. And then I would have been right in my prediction saying this would go to 7. But I did think the Knicks were going to win this. But New York showed a lot this series. And it culminates in this game. Because what I've been saying throughout this series is that it felt like New York hasn't had their best offensive performance. They would have games where they would snatch it from the jaws of defeat. The 20-point comebacks in Game 1 and 2. They were snatching the game away from the Celtics, but it wasn't they were end-to-end dog-walking them. This was an end-to-end dog-walk. 81-119 in the final. The Knicks are pretty much back. They understood that this game is a must-win. If you lose here to a team that is without their best player, those guys are going to come in to the TD Garden with so much confidence because they are playing at home in Game 7. They are coming in with so much confidence. They're ready. They believe they can do this. So let's not give them a chance to do that. Just had their foot on the neck the whole time from the get-go. Karl Anthony Towns, super aggressive. First offensive play of the game, he gets the ball, he says, cool, I'm driving in. Gets an easy layup. Mikal Bridges really showed up offensively too. Hot from the start, basically kept them flowing in this game. Jalen Brunson did not have the greatest start and, to be honest, didn't have the best game of his career. But this was such an onslaught from the Knicks starters and Miles McBride. Everyone in that starting lineup had 10 points or more. I say 10 points because Josh Hart had 10, but Josh Hart also had a triple-double, so let's not invalidate that. You had OG with 23, Brunson with 23, Cat with 22, Bridges with 22, I think, or 21. And if 4 of your starters are giving you 80 points, Miles McBride, Josh Hart, 10 each, perfect. That is the New York Knicks clicking at full speed. There was a play where they're scrambling in rotation, and Mitchell Robinson is darting from Drew Holiday to Jaylen Brown and closing out as best he can. And my God, I didn't know Mitchell Robinson was like that. As a whole, this Knicks team stepped up here and they said, we're not losing Game 6. Which now leads us into the conference finals. We're here now. The NBA finals is so close. It is 4 wins away from the NBA finals, 8 wins away from a championship. And to be honest, I'm excited for any of these teams that are still in it. Can Denver be the only team to be a repeat champion? Because for the last 7 years, it's been a different champion. Can they be the only team to do it twice? Who knows? Will OKC overcome Denver in Game 7 and then go on to win the whole thing as a young team? Does Anthony Edwards become that guy? Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton, do they bring glory back to the East? Who knows? I mean, glory back to the East. The Celtics are defending champions, but you know what I mean. I want to also take a second to highlight Leon Rose and building this team because he didn't inherit much of this team from the previous GMs and ownership and whatever. This has kind of been his creation. Like signing Jalen Brunson to the deal from the Dallas Mavericks. And Jalen Brunson was a steal of a deal and is still a steal of a deal. This is a player who agreed to take less money so he could get more stars around him, or more like capable players around him. That's why they traded for Mikal Bridges. That's why they traded for Cat. That's why they traded for OG and Josh Hart. The Nova Knicks, this is a team that is currently blessed by the Pope. The Nova Knicks might do it all. Julius Randle was here. You had Emmanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett. It's weird to see how quickly this team changed, but now how, I guess, strongly they're contending. Again, at the beginning of this, I didn't think they would get this far. I put it out there as a wild card. Ooh, this might happen. But did I genuinely think in the bottom of my soul New York was going to win this? No. I like the Knicks. The Knicks are like my Eastern Conference team of choice because then I get to watch an early game. I don't got love for them like that. I got love for this Knicks team because there's so many former Phoenix Suns on this team. You have Mikal, Campaign, PJ Tucker, Landry Shamet. I mean, I don't claim Landry Shamet like that, but he was a former Sun. But yeah, no, I love this team. I love this team. I love the moves that they made. I'm so excited for the idea of the Wolves making it to the NBA Finals. And so does New York. Just for the idea of now we can see who really won this trade. Like the NBA hinged on this one moment of Cat for Randall and DiVincenzo. Who's going to get the revenge? We've seen before, Dante DiVincenzo does not like the New York Knicks anymore. New York honestly looks so fun. I saw a video of a dude who climbed a billboard just to doom scroll on his phone. Crazy work. Nefarious, nasty, disgusting work, but I applaud it. Go New York, go New York, go. But we have to get onto the other side of the coin and talk about the Boston Celtics. Is it over? Like, realistically, right? This team is built to win championships and built to compete. If they just lost here, then that's fine. Go on to next year. You still have your core. You still have your players. We can run it back one more time before we start worrying about the amount of money these guys are being paid. But now that Jason Tatum is pretty much out for the next season, what do? Because to pay the whole lineup again, that's a lot of money. You're not, for a team that you're not entirely sure is going to win you a championship. I think when you pay a lot of money into these teams, there has to be this thought, can this team win now? Can this team do it this year? And if you think yes, then pay it. If you think no, but still pay it, you end up like another team here. But regardless, what is the next move for the Boston Celtics? Because to me, I think it boils down to a couple key pieces being moved. I think it might be the end of Drew Holiday's time as a Boston Celtic, and I think it's fine if it comes to an end. He won a championship with them, and now they're looking at it like, you're making too much money. We aren't in a position to win right now, so we're going to send you away. Maybe you can find a chance to win somewhere else. Maybe there's a contender that needs you. Go forth and do your thing. Like, I think, can you imagine like a Drew Holiday on like OKC? Like, they went from Alex Caruso and just said, I need an upgrade. And it's an Alex Caruso that can score, that can create his own shot and keep a defense honest. This is everything that I'd want for them. I don't know. Drew Holiday is 35, so maybe he's getting up there in age, but I think he's still capable of doing it. Just as long as you don't ask him to do it all the time. But yeah, I think Drew Holiday is a piece that might have to be moved this offseason. I think Porzingis is definitely going to be a piece that is going to be involved in some sort of salary dump because of his health and because of the fact that, to be honest, he hasn't played very well so far this playoffs. Maybe it's the illness or whatever it is. That reduces his value. I don't think you're going to get much for Porzingis regardless. I think the three guys there you keep, I think Jason Tatum stays. I think Jaylen Brown stays. I think Derek White stays. Those three guys are your championship core. And as long as you keep them in, you will have a shot. Honestly, I think that's it for this video because damn, PJ Tucker, big PJ, played minutes in this game. Played minutes in an NBA playoff game. Yeah, they weren't important minutes, but they were minutes. Tyler Kolek sees the court. I don't know, man. I'm so happy for the people in New York. I hope they win it all. You gotta call the National Guard. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope you have a good day. Take good care of yourself wherever you are. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, hey. Like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, that's fine. A subscription if you did like it would be beautiful. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take good care of yourself. Bye-bye now. Go New York, go New York, go!